Welcome back to AFTV. Just want to give some thoughts on Arsenal's 2-0 win against Brighton. And look, it was really, really comfortable. Very rarely does a 6-0 performance look like a 2-0 on the scoreline. But Arsenal have done that on a few occasions. I thought Wolves was a similar situation. A game in which Arsenal had all the ball, limited the opposition to literally nothing. I think Frank just told me that was the first time a De Zerbi side, maybe in his time at Brighton, have actually gone a full 45 without a goal. And that's because Arsenal are starting to this season find that balance between defending high up the pitch, controlling games, controlling transition, but now we're adding that fluidity. Now we're looking like every time we go forward, chances are coming. I think that's to do with Kai Havertz finding his feet in the team. His movement is brilliant. I think it's confusing for opposition. They don't know quite how to pick him up because he often moves up front into the front line. Martinelli and Saka are starting to come alive. Ødegaard's playing his football. Zinchenko and Rice. Zinchenko just keeps getting better and better, but playing alongside Rice, who's been immaculate all season. Arsenal are starting to click, which is great to see. And for a while that game, I was getting frustrated by half-time. Not too frustrated. I was patient, I was calm, I was trusting in the team. But I certainly got to that half-time. We were talking about what you say to the players. Do you say to them, look, keep calm and carry on because the goal's going to come? Or do you say to them, this is 3 45s in a row now from the 2 against Villa and 1 here, where actually we're sat there at the break, at the interval going, what is going on? How have we not scored? And I think the fact Arsenal got that early goal in the second half, I think just it relaxed Arsenal into it. I think had we got to minute 65, 70 without a goal, it might have got a little bit nervy. But Brighton kept trying to play their football and we were tactically very good. You've got to give credit to Mikel Arteta. The way he coached the press, Kai Havertz constantly following Gross in midfield, Ødegaard picking up Gilmour, but also pressing up onto the centre-backs, then Declan Rice stepping up, the centre-backs sweeping up everything. It was a bit of a tactical masterclass. I know it sounds crazy to say we're second, we beat 8th at home, and that's a tactical masterclass. But you've got to respect De Zerbi, Brighton, and their strengths. And we put out an 11, but Arteta sent them out tactically to make sure that we nullify what they do really well, take control of the game, and then we could go and thrive. And I thought the Arsenal players did that superbly. Let's just give some credit to a couple of individuals. Kai Havertz for growing into it more and more every week. It just feels like he feels more and more a part of this team and of this system. It feels like we're playing to his strengths more. We're understanding him. He's understanding everyone else. And he's getting the goals, which is fantastic. Bukayo Saka, I think he's really come to life again. Had some really great moments, both defensively and going forward. I thought he was really, really good. Martin Ødegaard, everyone was going crazy about his performance against Wolves, where, he played some nice through balls and he did some good stuff, but he was also very frustrating in the final third. I think maybe he could have done a little bit better with some of his shots today, Ødegaard, but largely I thought he was brilliant just in terms of how good he was in terms of knowing when to attempt the through ball. Of course, played that lovely ball to Saka that he cuts back to Martinelli, but also when to just string the passes along, keep things moving, really good in tight areas. There's just a lot to love about Martin Ødegaard, our captain's performance on his birthday, who led things brilliantly. Jesus gets the goal, Declan Rice is immaculate, our centre-backs are superb. There's a lot to love, and it was a really, really important morale-boosting, confidence-boosting win before we go to Anfield next week, which won't be easy, as we know at the time of recording. They're currently playing Man United. We obviously hope United can deal some damage there. I'm not hopeful of it. But either way, Arsenal go there knowing that they're in touching distance of Liverpool at the top, that we open that gap on City, and Anfield gets interesting. So, of course, we'll be previewing it all on AFTV. Have a little look out for all the previews and all the reaction to this game as well. Arsenal, very, very good today. 2-0 flatters Brighton, but I'm not going to complain about that because they're a very, very good team. And I think we just got to be delighted with what was a very controlled, complete performance in which you keep doing that throughout the rest of the season. We're going to be absolutely fine. Catch you all in a bit.